There are about 2,500 teen offenders serving life sentences without the possibility of parole in prisons of America. That's right. The U.S. will throw your ass behind bars for the rest of your life, even before you reach puberty, provided you had the balls to do some horrific shit. Here is our list of 10 juveniles who ended up in prison for life. Let's take a look.
Number 10.
Brian Lee Draper and Tori Michael Adamick. These two high school nuts from Idaho are serving life in prison without the possibility of parole for murdering their classmate Cassie Jo Studdard in September 2006. These two stabbed Cassie 29 times with 9 fatal wounds, instantly making them infamous villains of many documentaries worldwide. Not only that, these freaks recorded their plan to kill her on videotape before performing their horrific ceremony.
Number 9.
Lionel Tate. This crazy motherfucker holds the title of the youngest citizen ever sentenced to life without the possibility of parole. In January 2001, when Tate was just 13, he was convicted of first-degree murder for the 1999 battering death of 6-year-old Tiffany Unick in Crawford County, Florida. This case created a worldwide controversy, as Tate was just 13 years old when he committed the crime.
Number 8.
Philip Chisholm, more like Philip Jism. This 14-year-old freshman psychopath from Tennessee raped and killed Colleen Ritzer, his 24-year-old math teacher from Boston High School, cutting her throat with a box cutter and using a recycling bin to dump her body when he was only 14. After a long controversial legal battle, a Massachusetts judge sentenced him to 25 to life. However, the defense claimed that Chisholm was mentally ill and hearing voices in psychotic episodes when he killed his teacher. True or not, guess we may never know.
Number 7.
In the name of Satan.
Our next killer's from Texas, 16-year-old Jose Reyes and his accomplice Victor Alas. They are serving life in prison, killing 15-year-old Corianne Cervantes as a sacrifice for Satan. They mercilessly removed her eyes, sexually assaulted her, stabbed her multiple times with a screwdriver, and bashed her head in while she was begging for her life, only to sell her soul to Satan.
Number 6.
Robert Cameron. Yeehaw! Again, from Texas. He was only 17 when he raped and killed 22-year-old kind and helpful youth counselor Rachel Elton in 2006. He was charged with capital murder, but as he was still just a juvenile when he committed the horrific crime, this maniac was sentenced to life without the possibility of parole instead of the death sentence.
Number 5.
Chancey Luna was just 16 years old when he shot Australian baseball player Christopher Lane in the back, killing him on the spot. The 22-year-old victim was on a scholarship at East Central University, Oklahoma. According to Luna's defense team, he just wanted to scare Lane, not kill him. Well, that didn't go according to plan.
Number 4.
His left arm tattooed reads dead, and his right arm reads man. Quantel Lotz was only 14 when he stabbed his 17-year-old stepbrother, Michael Barden. That's how I felt at the time, like I was already dead, says Quantel, now 23, serving his sentence in a Missouri prison and repenting his deed. However, the victim's mother has forgiven Lotz and is working with lawyers to gain his release. As they say, there's always hope.
Number 3.
Next on the list, a wacko from Wisconsin, Antonio Barbeau, was only 14 when he, along with his friend Nathan Pape, also a wacko, mercilessly killed his 78-year-old great-grandmother, Barbara Olson, with a hatchet, leaving her body in a pool of blood. The boys then allegedly stole some jewelry and cash to make it look like a robbery invasion. Antonio Barbeau has been sentenced to life in prison with the possibility of parole when he's 50 years old.
Number 2.
Now 34 and denied parole for the 7th fucking time. Eric Smith was just 13 when his disturbed mind and rage issues with his bullies took the life of 4-year-old innocent little kid, Derek Robbie, in West New York. Smith lured the little boy into the woods, where he strangled him, crushed his skull with a 26-pound rock, and sodomized him with sticks. Currently serving life in prison at the maximum security prison in South Buffalo, he repents all the pain he caused to that little boy.
Number 1.
Next on the list is Josh Phillips from Florida, who was just 14 when he strangled and stabbed his 8-year-old neighbor, Maddie Clifton. and hid her body under his waterbed for 5 days. Disappearance of the little girl created a big media circus in 1998 with all kinds of twists and turns. But ultimately, Maddie's body and killer were both found and brought to justice by none other than the killer's own mother. Joshua, now 31, was sentenced to life and is now spending his remaining years in jail without the possibility of parole. And there you have it, our list of top 10 monstrous teen psychopaths serving life in prison. If you know of any more crazy little bastards, mention them in the comments section below. And as always, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.